Yo, if you're watching this on the flip, go ahead and skip forward. I'm just waiting for some people to pull up because it's live. And make sure you like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Crypto Bruh. We're gonna deep dive into DBXen. So yeah, man. Tell your friends, share the link. Gonna give it like 2 more minutes. I got like 3 people in here. What's up, y'all? We're just gonna go ahead and start this explanation about what is DBXen and yeah, its relevance to the Zen ecosystem. First off, this is not financial advice at all. Crypto Bros YouTube channel is 100% for education. Same with my addresses, 100% for education. We're learning here. So yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe and say what's up. But yo, what's up, world? What's up, cyberspace? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, coming back again. Been a while, but I'm coming back again with another video. Gonna try to make these videos a lot more often, and I swear this time it's definitely not just something I say on camera. Back in my little sanctuary. So yeah, man, we're gonna start talking about Zen daily and making sure that, you know, the team stays up to date on what's going on. Zen is a very fast-paced moving cryptocurrency, and yeah, every single day there's something new going on. Every month there's something new going on, and pretty much anytime you take your mind off of Zen, something new is going on. So today what we're going to be talking about is DBXen. DBXen been out. I've been talked about this in my previous live stream that was like forever ago. but yeah, DBXen been out since February 7th, I think, of this month. I mean, excuse me, of this year. But it just released on Ethereum last week, Wednesday, on the 22nd. So we've only been in DBXen land on Ethereum for the last 6 days. And yeah, it's been a great ride, but I see there's a lot of questions in the DBXen chat, as well as just on the net about like what is DBXen and why are you late to the party, right? Like you've been had opportunity to learn about this, but yeah, I get it. Crypto is very can make you very close-minded. It also can drive you down paths that can be a little bit distracting. And this is one of the reasons why I'm super into Zen, because in my opinion, Zen is a full economical tool. And what I mean by full is in crypto, we've been looking at how do we make an economical tool where in econ, there can be crypto, right? Like Bitcoin's supposed to be an asset. Crypto and currency in general is supposed to be an asset, but there's a lot of barriers in that idea of trading. But this is why I love being Zen, and I love participating in this crypto because it gives me opportunity with just participation, right? It's like I'm running a marathon and I get a medal at the end. So this is one of the reasons why I dive in. And I dove in when Zen came out October 8th of 2022. Now, let's just go ahead and jump into it. Let me get this off the screen. So, DBXen. What is DBXen? DBXen is this website right here. This website is very simple. Just to kind of break it off, what you do is you work over here on this side here, which is the batch side. I can't really blow it up, but on this batch side here, you have your ability to control the DApp. And what DBXen is basically a way for you to burn Zen and get a reward. Why DBXen? Because there's a shit ton of Zen. And just like I said in the beginning, Zen is a currency. It's designed to be spent, not necessarily designed to be held. Currently it's very new, so yeah, you might want to hold your Zen because you can accumulate a lot of Zen currently. If I don't know what it really is. Actually, I haven't looked in a while because I'm not on Zen Turbo as much anymore. But let's go ahead and pull up the Zen Turbo, and we'll go to the claim monitor. You guys can see me on my rich list on the ETH side. And like I said, this channel is for educational purposes, so are my addresses. So shout outs to everybody that's learning the crypto world. And my background is that I'm a DJ producer. If this is your first time watching my channel, I am really into crypto, but my technical background is like producing music and DJing music all the time. And for me, crypto's just been on the side since like 2016, and now it's something I'm immersed in like every single day. So fuck yeah to crypto. And I might be a little bit more technical than anybody you watch, and that's just because that's who I am, bruh. This is crypto, bruh. If you don't get the basics, go and learn those. And I'm gonna always hint at the basics, bruh. And that's just because it's too easy. You're tripping if you're not gonna learn the basics, because how are you gonna make chocolate milk but you don't know where the milk comes from? Just off the rip. But let's go ahead and look at this mint monitor. So like right now in Zen world, because Zen is a currency. So in order to understand DBXen, you have to understand that Zen is a currency. Gotta beat that shit into your brain. Yes, I get it. Cryptos have been designed to be held, right? Even Zen has a holding mechanism, which is staking, right? You can create xeNFTs and you can stake Zen and hold it if you want and gain yield. That's cool. Do you, bruh. But realistically, minting Zen and creating Zen, that's why we have a hyperinflation model when it comes to creating Zen, is so that there could be enough Zen in the planet, in reality, for people to spend the Zen, right? Like, it's hella hard to spin a coin that's only got so many coins, because now you got to think of, there's just more that comes into the idea of scarcity. So we're in 2023, okay? 2023, 2024 is almost here already. It's already almost April. So with all that being said, and I'm gonna check out the chat and say what's up to everyone, but I'm just kind of going off my head, so I don't know what it's looking like. But yeah, so it's already almost May. It's almost June, which is halfway through the year. So having not a lot of coins in circulation is what would hold, in my opinion, Zen back from being a different type of token. So with its hyperinflation, you're basically using Zen protocol or the ERC20 token of Zen to create more so that you can spend it. And what I mean by spending is in every single Zen, in every Zen, because Zen is an ERC20 token. So if you're holding one Zen, for instance, it has this programmed into it. And what we're looking at right now is the white paper. Highly recommend you read the Zen white paper. It gives you the blueprint to understand the system, right? Like, if you don't want to understand the system, I get it. Don't read this. But if you're really saying to yourself, I see the gains are being made, you might want to tap into the Zen white paper so that you as a human can be on board with the programming. It's literally that simple. Where am I going with this? Where is it at? It's maybe not here. What I'm looking for right now is the burn. So just so we can explain what it is. I think that this right now is just talking about formula. I should have probably bookmarked this part, bruh. Bad, bruh. But, or do they not have the burn? Oh, it's right here. So in the terms, so every ERC20 Zen token has a burn function built into it. What that does is that allows the user to permanently burn the Zen on the blockchain. And what's cool about this is in the very beginning when Zen dropped, I saw that this burn was here. And for a human like me, when I read this, here, let's go ahead and read this. This is a Bible verse. Burn user address, which is you, and unit 256 amount, which is the amount of Zen that you want to burn. So this little tiny function here is how DBXen articulates its protocol. What it does is it burns your Zen. So it executes a transaction to burn amount Zen. So it executes a transaction to burn whatever amount of Zen the user wants, right? Burn Zen for user address. This transaction can be called by a smart contract which implements iBurnRedeem interface and is enabled to receive a callback to the function onTokenBurned, confirming that the Zen tokens have been burned. This opens an interface to integrate with Zen smart contract and exchange Zen for some other token. Okay, so I've been talking about IBOs, and this is why it's important to read the white paper, because everything you're already thinking, right? And when I say IBOs, initial burn offering, everything you're already thinking is in the white paper in plain English, bruh. So you don't need to think harder. You just need to think smarter. And by reading the white paper and understanding the burn function, you'll understand DBXen better, right? DBXen is nothing more than a protocol that is calling the iBurnRedeemable interface. And then it's just returning the callback to that interface that, hey, this person wants to burn these tokens and this is how many they're burning. And then when you burn and hit that button, you're exchanging your Zen for some other token. This is the economy, man. This is the economy gene inside of the Zen ecosystem. And this is, again, why I'm super fucking pumped up about this shit. Like, who wouldn't be pumped up about something like this? Like, no other cryptocurrency that at least I have researched has something like this. And what makes it great, right? Like, the burn address wouldn't make any sense, again, if Zen wasn't about mass adoption and wasn't about being a currency. Because you have the element of mass adoption, you're building out that next level, right? That next what they call it, coming to age, right? Like everybody turns 18, everybody turns 21. So you're gonna come to age and get your time to experience, you know, the party or whatever you feel like, you know, like back in the day, they used to have clubs that was like coming of age 35. I mean, there's still a 35 club, which is like being a president, right? Like you cannot be the United States president unless you're 35 years of age. So even me right now, I'm still not qualified to be a president because I haven't come to age. And then when I do get there, then I get to explore and figure out other things, but there ain't no white paper on how to be a president. But that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking politics. We're talking crypto. But yeah, the burn feature allows us to future see what Zen can be when it comes to mass adoption, and those coming to age crypto knights that are going to be coming in to the crypto sphere every single day on every hour. I think people learn. I wish there was like a metric on that, like how many people learn about crypto a minute. Because and what I mean by learn crypto is like learn that Bitcoin's an asset that is mined from a computer algorithm. Like that simple explanation of what is a blockchain and cryptocurrency. Now, going back to this mass adoption part, that's what builds in the hyperinflation. And then the burn contract works with that hyperinflation. So as in hyperinflates, burn protocols will be released, and then those burn protocols will help with the disinflationary aspect of Zen. Okay, and that's why DBXen is epic, because it's helping the Zen network. Nothing else on this planet right now, at least, besides NFTs, are helping the Zen network. And that's the beauty of the DBXen. So real quick, where is it at? So right here, this formula is the G rank formula, and it's this S curve over the next 8 years, pretty much, to kind of show you how it's going to become harder to. Oh my bad, this is the mint term. Well, yeah, this is still the same idea. So there's an S curve in minting Zen, okay? And as we progress through time, space and time, Zen gets incredibly harder to mint. Yeah, you still are getting millions of Zen in this current moment of watching this video, but in about 2 to 3 years, you won't be getting that much Zen. In about 8 years, from what Jack Levin is saying, the creator of Zen, you will only be able to make 10 Zen per wallet. And what I'm saying in that world is how many days is it going to take to make 10 Zen? You know, that's kind of why I love another passion point of Zen is like thinking of that future dystopia, like that future utopia, not dystopia. Hopefully the world is not in shambles, but you think of that future utopia of like, you know, people mining Zen, and it hopefully that 10, and there's a lot of hopium, but hopefully that 10 Zen is life changing for someone that maybe waited 1,000 days to get it. And that's the cool free minting part of this being the people's token, because it's scaling over the next 8 years. And it's minted forever. Like Zen, it's going to be minted forever, but it's not going to be minted for the amount it's minted today. You know, after 8 years, it's going to be significantly smaller. So watching that S curve happen, watching the hyperinflation, watching things like DBXen come online, that is where a lot of the Zen speculation is coming from, and why people are starting to look at this price here. And if you're a Zenian, you know that it's really hard to get some Zen. So, and the reason for that, man, I could keep going on and on. But we already know that it's hard to get Zen. Nobody can come in here and FUD and tell me it's not hard to get Zen. I just look at the mint monitor and see how much time it takes for you to make some Zen. So right now, the mint monitor is saying 172 days is gonna be the best amount of time to make your Zen, okay? And 172 days, you're only gonna have 9.3 million Zen. Currently, oh, it's actually here. Shout out to Zen Turbo. Forgot that it give you everything. Just gotta add the other blockchains so we can go north, man. But yeah, I mean, estimated costs. Let's say you wanted to resell it, you're only going to be getting 4 cents, but that's 13 bucks. Okay, so you can wait one wallet for $13. And I mean, it's really up to you how you want to do it. We have this new future of Zen, right? Like you can do xeNFTs, and you can do VMUs. So like here I have 50 VMUs, which is basically this one wallet times 50. So you can do things like that to kind of inflate your Zen stack. That's kind of how I recommend doing it. As you can see, none of my xeNFTs are one. One xeNFT is fine though. Don't think you need to run the race. A lot of my xeNFTs are 2. So really, you know, you just gotta find where you park yourself so that you can start creating the Zen. You did miss out on the EAA on Zen, but we still have the amplifier for the next 8,000 years. I mean, the next 8 years. So That's really what you're getting yourself into. You're getting yourself into now is not necessarily the early amplifier. Maybe they should put two E's on that. But you're getting yourself into an amplified state of an S curve where Zen will become harder to mine over the next 8 years. So we've officially reached that part. As you can see, like I said, on my VMUs, I got EAA, and this is also, I'll share that for another video. That's some more alpha. But yeah, there's a lot of fun shit going on in xeNFT land. So we never forget about that, but I'm just using it to explain right now. So now that you understand how you make the Zen, you get the Zen and why the Zen is important and why it's designed the way it's designed, now you can kind of understand, hopefully, DBZen and why DBZen is going to be a key factor of how the Zen ecosystem is functioning. We also have another one that's getting ready to come online. Let me bring it up, which is Phoenix. I've been playing with Phoenix too on testnet, on Pulse Chain testnet and X1 testnet. I think X1 is blowing everything out the water, man. The testnet is so smooth. I hope we can get those gas fees down a little bit, Jack. Get them gas down. Find out how to get the gas down. But I mean, other than that, I don't think the gas will be bad. It's just like if two XN is a max mint xeNFT, like I mean, hopefully that means we're gonna be having crazy prices, but it just sounds like in 10 years that's gonna be a wild ass mint. But yeah, this is Phoenix that we're looking at right now. Let's go to the dashboard. So we have two protocols that have been announced already that Zenians are in the know about, that are going to burn our Zen and provide more value for the Zen, so it's like a currency. So Phoenix is one. I mean, I guess I'm skipping out on the Apex xeNFTs. Now these are cool, but these are like trading cards. So like if you're like in a Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh or like trading, you want to get yourself a xeNFT if you have that type of feeling or that type of following. This could be very beneficial to your social economics, but not a lot of people in Zen understand NFTs and don't have a lot of followers in their NFT world, so it's a little bit harder for them to get off a product like this. So they might think of another way of burning their Zen to bring value. So that's why, again, DBZen has kind of been chosen by the people to be like this cool protocol that we're pushing forward. And also Phoenix with Joe Blau, it's kind of already been proven by the community, like, hey, this is a protocol we're pushing forward. And the reason why Phoenix is being pushed forward is simple. Just to kind of give more context, they made Zen.fyi, which is a monitor site for Zen. Zen.fyi provides a way for you as a Zenian to see all of the chains in the global ranks. So once you understand what the G rank is and like how the G rank represents early amplified adoption, you then can see that like, yo, there's some opportunity on the subchains. Avalanche is only 1.9 G rank and Moonbeam is only 3.9 G rank, and those are the last two left that have EAA. When it comes to amplifying to get more Zen. So I'm super bullish on Avalanche because it's taking its time. That's where I got a big bag of Zen. But Phoenix, like I said, you see the resemblance between these two websites. FYI came out first to help Zenians, like I said, discover the Zeniverse, and then now that developer creating Phoenix, which is similar to Hex, where you're going to be staking your Phoenix. So let me see if I switch over to X1. Let's switch to X1. Man, dude, donate some bread to crypto bread. Just kidding. I need to buy a computer though. I gotta get a new. I think I'm switching to PC, man. I like Mac, but it's so slow. Like Jesus. All right, forget that shit. All right, forget it. All right, forget it. I'm not gonna switch over. You're gonna have to do, this isn't even a Phoenix video anyway, so you're gonna have to do your own research on Phoenix. I'm just trying to show you that is another burn protocol that's getting ready to be released. That's gonna help bring value to the Zen. Now, DBZen, let's go back to that real quick. All right, Zen is the way. What up, Zen Energy? What's up, Rich Energy? Oh, is the background music is distracting? Hey, let me know if the background music is still distracting. I turned it down quite a bit, but let me know if I need to turn down more before I go all in on this DBZen. So right here, I'll just turn it down. Fuck it. And I'm still learning, right? I'm gonna try to stream more. I feel like I have so much information about Zen that I could throw up Zen topic for like hours. But yeah, yeah. So back to DBZen, and maybe this is the part that we clip. What is DBZen and why is it dope? DBZen is gonna burn Zen and provide you with another token so that you can receive Ethereum reflections daily from a daily pool that's auctioning the DXen out to the humans. So we're, like I said, we're day 6 into this. We're officially breaking that 9.9 thousand range of DXN. So what I mean by that is this number of DXN started at 10,000 a day, and as of this cycle, we are at 9.8 thousand a day, which is pretty crazy. This is just going to keep going down and down as the lobbies go, and that's kind of the scarcity portion of DBZen. DBZen is designed as well, just like Zen. It has like an S curve, but the S curve is relatable to an auction pool. It's super different than Zen because, like I said, Zen is about burning Gwei and getting a currency, whereas DBZen is really like a bond where you're turning your Zen or transforming your Zen or burning your Zen, whatever the hell you want to say you're doing to your Zen. But you're taking your Zen and you're going to turn it into DBZen. And over time, like I was saying, over time, DBZen is going to have smaller and smaller pools. So this is kind of the speculation. And the reason why they designed it this way is so that 2 point or 0.2% every day is shrunken out of the pool from the previous pool. So you can see from day 1 it was 10,000. On day 2 it was 99, or excuse me, 9,980. And in 300 days, or in a whole year, I guess from March 22nd, it'll be 5,000 tokens a day. So in a year from now, people will be fighting for 5,000 DXN coming out of the auction pool. In about 2 years from now, people will be fighting for 2,000 DXN. This is a crazy distribution model. I haven't seen anything like this before. What I have seen though is I've seen other auctions happen where like Hex, for instance, they did like an AA lobby, so an amplified adoption lobby, where you entered in your ETH, and when you entered in your ETH, there was a pool of Hex, and depending on how much ETH was entered into the pool that day, and how much ETH you put in, that determined like how much of the Hex share you got. So we can actually look at this here. Actually, let's see if it's easy to bring up or if my shit go crazy. I still be looking at Hex stuff, yo. Hexagon over here. Well, I'm not a Hexagon, but I got Hex. I got Hex, man. Hey, what's up, Joseph? What's up, Will? What up, Benny? Man, I got too much content, Joseph. I got to get this shit out of my head. I need to start a journal. And I need to get a new laptop so that my laptop isn't stuttering. I'm moving like I'm AI. But oh no, this is my stakes. I don't want to show you guys my stakes. Then you guys will see where I'm at with it. Thank God for the slow computer on that one, huh? Yo, it's like every time I fire up the idea that I want to start streaming again, it's like, bruh, bruh, need a new laptop every single time. 2019, same shit. What was it before that? 2017, same shit. They don't end. So what we're looking at right now is this is the Zen early amplifier. Here, let me try to zoom in on this shit. Also, our Zen Hex. Hexicans, or whoever runs the Hex website, like, why don't you center this? Like, why is everything on the Hex website, like, far left? Like, I never understood this. If anybody out there can answer me this UX question, I would love to know, like, what is the game theory behind the whole left-hand side website? But you see here, Hex was released based on a daily auction. So on day, and it was a 351 day. So it's like let's say like a 1 year auction of Hex. And what happened was every day there would be Hex available in the pool for you to get out of the pool. And then that Hex that was available had a total amount of ETH that would go in, and then this would be your Hex per ETH. Okay, so every day people were as you can see, putting ETH into the pool here, trying to get the best ETH day. So just like DBXen, I assume one day this distribution model will get to a point where there will be better pool days. I mean, we're already there. We're 6 days in, and I'm going to show you guys the stat site in a second. But you can see here from Hex, like if you got in on day 342, but then got in on day 343, 344, 345. Actually, yeah, and until day 351, there wasn't a better pool day than 350, 342. And this is what I mean. This is Dutch auction style, lobby style delivery of distribution. It ain't nothing new. It's just what it's just a way to give coins out without having to have the pre-mine. I mean, you could do a pre-mine. I mean, that's what we're used to. But without having to do some sort of ICO, some sort of pre-mine, some sort of let me give you tokens, you let the AI handle it. You put in a smart contract and you let the smart contract distribute it, all the coins out to the people who want to participate. Back to that proof of participation, just like Zen. And that's why DBXen and Zen are the same, but they're not. DBXen is being distributed like Hex, but DBXen and Hex are not the same, because another thing that's different from Hex is you can stake Hex for 15 years. So I'm game with Jack about DBXen having a better distribution model than Hex. But until we get into the future and there's more DBXen available, we're not really staking DBXen in a logical manner yet, or in an organized manner. That's what Phoenix is going to do. Phoenix is organized staking. I can't wait for that one. And what I mean by organized is just like, hey, I'm going to stake it for my birthday next year, and my birthday the year after that, and maybe one stake on Christmas, and blah, 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 blah. That's kind of like xeNFT staking. Like xeNFT staking is organized staking. You can, the vanilla stake is organized, but it's not versatile. You could do one, but you can't do many, or that's just it. You just do one. But here, I was able to, have different stakes and get different things from different things. So organized staking is necessary. Currently, DBXen does not have that. DBXen is just like Hex AA lobby, where you're gonna be burning batches for pooled DXen. Okay, so that's the real deal understanding of DBXen. You're burning Zen for pooled Zen, and based on how many people burn that day, is basically where you fit in within the pool. So there's no such thing as a bad batch, I think, now too. One batch is good enough because at least you're in the pool, right? If you're not burning at all, you're not in the pool, and you'll have to then get your DXen a different way, which is you can buy it from Uniswap. And those DXen tokens are coming from the people that are burning the Zen. So it's kind of like you're buying Zen. I can't wait for it. It's going to be in the future though, but right now it's not there. But in the future, I do kind of see DBXen and Zen having that relationship where people will probably pair their DXen with Zen. So there's a better LP in that field. Oof, man, it's going to be crazy. And Roz already talked about it too. So I'm not even talking anything that's not about to happen. That shit's going down. But like, looking back at the Zen chart here, so right now, if you want to burn, you need 2.5 Zen, 200. I'm sorry. You need 2,500,000 Zen, which is $3. You need yourself some $3 and a protocol fee. Okay. Now the protocol fee is going to be this box down here, and what protocol fee is based on is going to be based on GUI. Okay. And now with GUI, now what this is based on is just GUI. It's just based on GUI. And this is another reason why I love DBXen, bro. This is based on GUI. So you can see up here, I got a GUI chart It's at 25 right now. Gwei is somewhere around 25, 26. So 0.0089 is actually based on this price here. Now, how do they get this, right? How do they get the protocol fee? It's simply based just like Zen, dude. And this is why I think a lot of people are overthinking this shit. So if I want to go and mint one xeNFT, right? And what I mean by that is let's just get a xeNFT with one VMU. All right, max mint. Remember, max mint that shit 400 days. Just wait 400 days and come back later. But let's see. I don't know if this is gonna pop up. I hope it does. Oh God, please show up for me with my slow ass computer. I'm already digitizing. Mm, let's see. Is it gonna pop up or not? It's gonna take too long. Damn it. Whatever though. What I wanted to show you though is that basically, long story. Oh, I didn't need to show you that way. I can show you this way because it's based off of uh, one Zen VMU. So if we go over here to Zen Turbo and we look at the opportunity cost of one VMU, so that's what this estimated earnings is. So one VMU um, currently is going to cost you, damn, uh, way more actually. Wow, that's actually crazy. So this is something I'm discovering because I thought it was a little bit more together, but it must be because of the higher gas fees that it's not as well together. So here, let's refresh the page. Make sure we're not looking at an old protocol fee. Realize that too in DBXen UX, the UI isn't really updating live time with the GUI, so sometimes it's good to hit the refresh button before you find yourself, going into the lobby to make sure that you're getting the best protocol fee possible. Not to say, hey, you're gonna pay more, but hey, what if you refresh and it's actually lower than what was actually there in the UX? So let's go ahead and see if it changes for one batch. Oh no, but I mean, pretty much still right there, right in the same range as one VMU. It looks like it seems to be cheaper to mint DBXen currently than it is to mint Zen. Wild. And like I said, DBXen is basically it's like Zen, but it's like a Zen bond because the people that are burning Zen to get the DBXen, like the real burners that understand, like, hey, I want this protocol fee, and I know I can't get this protocol fee in mass unless I have more DBXen than the next person. Um, they don't give a fuck about this whole protocol fee shit. They're just going off of how many batches did the last batch cost. So if I did 5 batches at 0.4, what does that 5 batch look like tomorrow? And that's going back to the Hex transformation AA lobby. People that are DCAing every single day into DBXen, that's kind of what they're thinking. They're like, hey, am I going to get a better rate tomorrow because there's going to be less players? Or there's going to be better gas. I mean, there's a lot of variables to play, and that's why getting exposure to the game is going to be the best way for you to learn. This isn't financial guidance at all, so do it yourself. And this is the website that we're basically using to keep track of all of this shit. So this is Zen.pub. Shout out to Joseph for creating this, to be honest. I was using it just for Zen charts, and now this thing has evolved into like the mecca of Zen stats. So shout outs to Joseph for putting in that God's work. Wow. We're looking at Avalanche right now, but let's go ahead and switch it up to Ethereum because we're talking ETH. There's 9 chains though, other outside of ETH that you can do DBXen on. My favorite though is Polygon and Avalanche, only because I like Avalanche a lot because, like I said, it has the least amount of Zen available, and it also has the most difficulty of mining Zen at a higher rate. So I think a lot of people are sleeping on AZen when it comes to the math on creating AZen. It's actually pretty expensive to make it. So I think that's the reason why it's side by side when we look at Zen price with Ethereum. It's very close. It's the closest one out of all the chains to ETH, and I think it's only being held down because of lack of knowledge. More people knew about it and understood Zen, they would really be into AZen. And you'll see a lot of the Zenians promoting AZen or Avalanche Zen on Twitter because of that finding that we found out like 100 days ago. Like 100 days ago, we found out like, oh shit, this is going to be the hardest blockchain to hack at. Like you could try your best to hack at XEN, but because of the way that the blockchain is designed, it's difficult because their blocks are so small. Which is cool though, because it's still a fast chain. I mean, if you want, you could just sit there and hack at it all day. But that's why the other chains I think have a little bit more versatility right now because they can generate more Zen. They can flow with it. But yeah, looking here at the batchers now. I call them batchers. Let's call them burners. These people here on the top 100 or top 1,000, like this is your competition, right? The person burning 12 billion, that's already your comp. And as you can see, the 6 days in, and people are already burning billions of Zen. Um, they get it. Zen is a currency. I need to get this off. You also get X1. I'm not talking about X1 though. It's another piece of the puzzle. But there's a lot of advantage burners, you should say. They're burning for the advantage on X1, so they get more X1 airdrop from this particular burn. Um, you know, might as well try to juice juice that rag for all the water it's got, and that's what a lot of these people are doing here. They're just juicing it as much as they can. And that's another thing too. Find your lane. Don't go insane. If you can't keep up with the burners, don't burn with them. Burn by yourself. And this is kind of why I'm loving the cycles here. I love when I see just the one batcher. You know what I'm saying? If you DCA that one batch, you're doing your part. And hopefully things turn around because you're in the pool, right? Participation, just like in what happened with Hex. Like anybody who participated in the AA lobby made out. They made out fat, and the AA lobby was the same way. You see here, like it's going down as the lobby continues. And this is the only. I'm just trying to back why Jack said what he said. In case you didn't see the tweet, here let's bring up the tweet. Let's bring it up, kind of just to give it some perspective. Mr. Jack leaving. He's a skater boy. He said, "See you later, boy." Also, you need to make sure you read this white paper here. I'm talking about the protocol fee in layman's terms, but it's actually here in math. If you're good at math, no, I'm just kidding. If you really want to understand, you need to understand this formula, which is just protocol fee equals gas spent times this times native or numbers of batches. And I mean, that doesn't really matter because your protocol fee is really, like I said, since it's gas spent, that's the primary in the equation. So you're gonna need to figure out how much gas you're gonna have to spend before you start any of this shit. If you just go in like I'm gonna spend 5 batches, now you're gonna have to learn in the future that like, oh, you could have got those 5 for cheaper if you would have waited for gas. And this is why I think Polygon is the best test network, because Polygon actually has fluctuating gas. Every other network has a set gas, which makes DBZen not as fun. It just makes it more about burning protocol than it does like the pools are bigger the next day because gas was higher from the chain. You see, and that's the bullish part of DBZ. It's like when these chains start to have higher gas because everything in crypto is going up. What does this look like? What does this vehicle look like? Like, what does the divs look like? And it gets pretty insane from there. But Mr. Jack Levin here, he basically related DBZen to be side by side with Hex. And there was a lot of hate, a lot of people confused on like why he said that. But the real reason, at least in my opinion, why he said this was to put into a perspective of what DBZen is for those that don't know, right? And a lot of people know about Hex. Like a lot of people know how Hex was. I mean, at least Hexicans do. I mean, and anybody who does know about that part of Hex, I think you're a very seasoned veteran in crypto because that was a hard thing to understand. You had to be around for EOS to get the Hex thing, so it definitely was and the Hex lobby was a daisy chain of knowledge, and a lot of knowledgeable people were there for that, and they're all doing different crypto things nowadays. They don't have to get into a lobby. So, this is kind of why, at least for me, I feel like Jack made this tweet. He said that why DBZen is better than Hex. One, it pays daily yield on ETH. Two, it doesn't require unstaking. Unstaking without penalties. Hard copy, hard cap doesn't inflate. Multi-chain, fair, no aid control, and daily distribution. Now, they're the key 7 key things, right? But the real key thing here that I think he, should put emphasis on is uh, doesn't require unstaking. So DBZen is a one-way in and divs all way out. All right. So when you burn your Zen here on the batch side, you're gonna get your protocol fee and then you get your rewards. So you'll see these two things have 2 different buttons. And this is because your rewards are always going to be inside of the contract until you claim them. Okay, so realistically, you do not need to claim your DXN. That can just live in the contract and just print you native token. Now, your protocol fee share that you're getting airdropped every 24 hours, that you can collect with one click of a button. And just like, oh, man, slow ass computer, bruh. Let's see. Let's see what the gas is looking like. Who cares, actually? Slow ass computer. I don't want to spend any more time on that. But like, basically, long story short, you can collect your protocol fee and you can try to choose the best gas. And I think this division of usage makes it much easier to use this protocol because it's really a Zen bond, right? The whole thing, not just you, all the Zenians, we are making a Zen bond using DBZen. Every single time you burn your Zen into this, you destroy it, it's gone forever. But you're given the DXN token. And over the next 62 years, that DXN token is going to always yield Ethereum as it's being minted into existence. And like I said, it's on an auction. It's on an auction, which means eventually that auction will be a lot less than it is today. So imagine when it's a year from now and there's more ETH entering with less DXN. This is just like Zen amplified adoption. The amplified adoption phase of DXN is realistically the first year. After that first year, if you get in on day 365, now you have to wait a year before you start really getting those amplified adoption like results, and so on and so on. So I'm feeling great about this. Like I said, the S curve in Zen is going to be for the next 8 years, and we can already see it's playing out with this DBZen that will have vehicles to spend our Zen on and be rewarded with other tokens for more yield utilizing Zen protocol. Okay, that shit is crazy. And I've spit a whole bunch of information at y'all. Like I literally been streaming for almost an hour just talking about DBZen and rewind this tape, really try to understand it. I hope what I built, at least for those that are watching on the flip, or for those that are watching now, the core values of DBZen. It is a pumpamental, but at the end of the day, it's an absorbing tool for the Zen economy, so that as a Zenian, you have a place to spend your Zen. Right? Like, you should have a place to spend your Zen. We should start building out these ideas of like, how do I use my Zen? And where is my Zen most valuable? Right? You got to start thinking about these things, man, because what if you spend your Zen on some shit? If you spend your Zen on some shit, that's on you, fam. That ain't on me. That ain't on Jack. That's on you for not doing your research. That's on you for not protecting yourself. So please protect yourself out there in the real world and make sure that you don't give your Zen to the wrong individuals. Make sure that the burn contract is burning, calling the right functions so that you can get the X1 airdrop. Make sure that the devs are good and they're in the community and blah, 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 all that crypto shit that you already fucking know about. But just make sure it's on the Zen level. And realistically, like I said, the Zen level is nothing more than realizing that Zen is a currency and it's made to be burned. And when I burn this Zen, I get more of it from claiming it, and I'll get the most now than I will 8 years from now. And I don't know how much more explanation you need to understand Zen. Like, what more do you need? All right, here's one more. Actually, whew, good thing I remembered this, or you guys would be effed unless you're a true Xenian. Unless you're a true Xenian out there. What's up? What's up? Showing some love. What up, Kariga? Shout out to Kariga. Kariga's a funny one because he talks so much shit, but sometimes that shit be hidden, man. That should be like, damn, bro, you got a point, bro. What up, Tad? What up, Hex and more? You know what I'm saying? Shit. Shout out to everybody that's watching. There's like 38 people watching this shit, man. I got the braids today too. About to take these bitches out though. Got to get my fro back. Um, but yeah, shout out to everybody that's watching the stream. I just kind of checked in on the chat and I just been going so high level. I forgot to look at that shit. But yeah, real quick, since I got a little audience, in case y'all didn't know, um, we about to go to 18% staking APY. I'm bringing this up because yeah, on April 6th, the staking APY for Zen goes down to 18%. So if you do want 19% yield on your stakes, you have to do them before April 6th, which is next week. Or you're gonna be fucking scratching your head like, oh shit, and all right, fuck it, let's do it, man. Let's fucking do it. It's everybody's game. I shouldn't be trying to hold these gems back. So I've been looking at staking NFTs on OpenSea because everyone's got their fucking eyes all over the place, but a true Zenian is focused on Zen, man. We get it. The more Zen you have, the better the experience. It don't matter where the fuck you getting that shit from. If you're getting it from um, Ethereum, Binance, Polygon, Avalanche, man, this is a goddamn spell. Ethereum, POW, Moonbeam, Eve Moss, Phantom, Dogechain, OKX, wherever you're getting the Zen, get as much as you can. It don't fucking matter anymore, bro. Going back to the staking NFTs, check this shit out. Yo, there is a 1,000 rank staking XeNFT. I mean, granted, it doesn't have that much Zen inside of it, but it's got the 19% APY, it's got the 1,000-day rarity, and it's only $43. I should buy this shit right now on stream, but the gas is too high, and I'm pretty comfortable right now. I shouldn't keep doing these things. Let's just share these gems so others can mask in the wins, you know. So yeah, the staking APY is about to go down to 18%, which means that these 19% XeNFTs are actually very rare right now because until people catch on that, like, oh shit, staking is going down every, I believe it's 90 days. So every 90 days, staking goes down a percentage. So every 90 days, there will be another coming to age experience where human beings will have to realize that, oh shit, I'm losing on not staking. And this is going to go, all the way down for the next 162 days um, until it's at 2%. And this is the part where I was trying to get at. It's like, yo, if you're talking shit right now, like, oh, well, what's Zen got more than an S curve and a burn mechanism and a community? Well, Zen's got staking, okay? And the Zen staking is going to be 2% forever, for eternity. So if you want to buy Zen and stake it for 1,000 days, you'll get 2% every single time you do it, eventually. Right now, you get a lot more because you're in the amplified state of it, where since you're early and you're adopting it early, just like anything in this world, you're going to get some free shit, man. It's called freemium. A lot of people in technology need to push freemium. This is free. The things I'm telling you right now is fucking free. So, like, feel cool with the free shit because you're getting free shit right now. Like, I should be keeping this to myself or having a paid group, but instead, Crypto Bro just be on Twitter and at times popping up on YouTube, just dropping straight alpha to get you in the fucking game, man. But the thing for me is it's not fun if there's no one else around, as well as the system don't work if I can't bring people in. So if y'all come in and then it worked, but out. Like, I ain't gotta do no more. I ain't gotta think no more. It works, bro. Everybody's here. It's popping. We got a little party going and everything. But yeah, staking is going down to 18% in a couple days. They got stakings NFTs with 1,000% with thousands rarities, just chilling on OpenSea. No one's looking at this shit. And it's just going great, man. I'm just loving this Zen world. And like I said, Jack Levin only said DBXen is better than Hex because it's got a better AA lobby that is fairly launched with no OA control. We control it. We control it. As Zenians, This is our little bond bank. And the more Zen that we burn using DBZen, as well as other um, protocols like Phoenix, but DBZen, like I said, is very black and white. Burn Zen, get native token, black and white. So as a Xenian, turning your Zen into DP Zen is something more than creating a bond or compounding your Zen into a smaller token, taking 2.5 million Zen, making it one token, or fragments of another token. All of that stuff is great for you as a Zenian because you can, as the LPs grow, you could eventually go and sell your DXN if you want, or you can keep it staked and get rewards for the next 62 years and beyond. Well, it won't be 60. Well, it won't be beyond 62 years because after 62 years, there's no reason to get into the pool. But if you're still around in 62 years after watching this video currently, goddamn, tell me, I wish I made it with you, bro. But like, I would be like 94. So maybe I'll be around. Be 94, clicking on DBs and oh, you kids don't know anything about this protocol. This is the protocol that changed the world. But nah, man, I'm about to sign up out of here. Go and get it going. Oh, Trevon rated me. Shout out to Trevon, dude. Thanks, Trevon. That's big bro right there. I honestly wouldn't probably understand this shit if I didn't follow Trevon as high level as I do. So shout outs to Trey for, like I said, free knowledge, bruh. Don't underestimate this free shit, bro. This shit is fucking here for you to learn and here for you to gather, right? Like you could hit the replay button later on and get that info if you want to, but it's on you, fam. Everything is on you, fam. How you want to put it forward and whatnot. So actually, how about this? I'll open it up for questions. If anybody in the chat got a question about DBZen, I'll answer it for you if I know about it. But I'll probably do this for like 2 minutes and I'm signing the fuck out. But I can't really think of anything else to talk about because as long as you understand Zen, which I gave in a high level explanation of, then you understand DBZen. Straight up. Straight up, straight up, straight up. Yo, I'm really about to change my flow up. Get away from the shock education. Yeah, definitely, dude. They be shocking us. What did Todd say here? DBZen was built to directly boom Zen whitelist rewards with ETH. Yes, it was. Zen has minting for 8 years. DBZen is like 60 something. Yeah, DBZen like speeds up your it's kind of backwards, right? Like it's like DBZen is minting for so long that it makes you think that it wouldn't have as much value, but that scarcity is what creates the value. Whereas Zen, since it's created over 8 years at a hyperinflation, DBZen really does act as like the absorber, right? It's like you have to think about the direction of both. One is literally telling you it's a short, which is Zen, and then the other one is telling you it's a long, DBZen. It's kind of fucking wild, dude. Sup, where did you, what's up, Theodore? You saying, sup, where do you see Zen in mid 2024? Still growing the bottom or making new highs? Shit, mid 2024, dude. Mid, like May 2024, homie. What is this right here? This 100% down chart? Well, here, I'll put this into perspective. So you'll see here on the weekly, Zen on the RSI is still below water. We haven't even started to bend up yet. We could honestly, turn around now, but it could, to play devil's advocate, it could just continue to go down. The forever down token, never forget that. Now, if we zoom in on Zen, because I guess I haven't talked about the Zen price, but this is my Zen chart. I was really looking at these two bottoms here, these two doji candles. So we had one here on March 10th, which is the lowest doge. And then we had the one here on March 21st, which was like a comp. It kind of was a bottom comp for me because, like I said, what they call these nail and hammers, where people try to push the price down, but it just turned into a nail, right? Like it just looks like a little nail. And that typically means a reversal. So right after that, the next day, Zen had a little bit of a sell-off, but that was actually the bottom of like, I guess you could say, a full candle. And it's been full ever since. So currently, Zen is looking for a reversal to the downside. But I think these 2 days here, they really showed us what we're dealing with, what the forces are of keeping Zen from exploding, as well as the forces of keeping Zen from not exploding. And that's DBXen. On the 27th here, we can use pub. This is DBXen pub. So what we can see here, actually, let me go into light mode because dark mode looks cool on my computer, but probably not on the net. So what we're looking at right here is the 27th and the 26th. So the highest DBXen day was on the 26th, and the 27th it was down, but it was still pretty high because the lowest days to burn so far was the second day, 12 million, or excuse me, 12 billion, 11 billion, 18 billion, 25, 22, and now we're trying to figure it out. So yesterday was pretty crazy, 22 billion. Wow, people were burning like a motherfucker. But as you can see, on these days when people have to buy Zen, um, we are gonna have a lift off. And there's another metric here, and I'm just trying to build a picture for mid-May of why I think 2024 mid-May is gonna be fucking insane. As you can see here, this is the addresses unlocked on a yearly scale. Our average unlock of averages is about 24,000 a day. And we don't have another high day of unlocks until May 14th of this year. And then that's the highest unlock for the next year until more batches are made. And as you can see, mid 2000, May 2024, bro. Yo, you see this shit? No one has any Zen. No one has any Zen. Okay. In mid 2024, nobody has Zen. People stop this right here on May 6th, the day that you would have minted to get Zen this day. I think Gwei was like 50 Gwei the whole day, 50, 60 Gwei the whole day. And in the week was like trash. The Gwei week, this week of May 1st, well, it's like a couple days ago, so it's kind of funny because, or it's like a beginning of March because now we're here, right? Like more people are starting to turn up. Zen's starting to get active again. DBXen's telling people to motherfucking mint. So now people are starting to mint again because they're not following their own game plan yet. So they're just still following the charts and following Twitter and shit. Me, I'm minting every single day on all the chains. It doesn't matter what chain it is. I'm getting Zen mint in. But because of this moment, this kind of showed us that people have lost minting. Energy, and it's now coming back because the gas is low. So when those low mints come in, we're not going to see a lot of minting, which is usually going to mean that there's not enough supply, and that's what's happening currently in this new world. Is that there? I wish I had the screenshot, but yeah, there isn't any Zen being minted, and now people are forced to buy it because no one actually made the Zen to mint. Then now it is no longer, available to be sold. So the sellers, right? Like somebody just sold a bag. Let's look at this dude. So this dude right here just sold a bag, right on camera, live. The sellers are actually traders. None of these people are claimers. And what I mean by that is they don't actually have the Zen to sell because they're claiming it. So let me see here. So this person just dumped either that, and then also the dumpers of Zen right now are people with like 17 billion that have just been dormant. They've just been dormant. Okay. So you see here, yeah, look at this. This is like the current people selling. Like this person's grabbing them from the DEX or from the centralized exchange, and then selling them on the DEX because dumbass motherfuckers still have their coins on centralized exchanges, and they're not realizing that there's an ARB opportunity, and there's some people who are just doing this. They're ARBing it back and forth. Wow, this is just whole account is just nothing but ARB from the centralized exchange, and that's who's dumping the price. So what's cool though is that these coins are coming from the centralized exchange, and they are, entering into the decentralized arena for purchasing and for burning. So maybe you'll be able to catch yourself a nice little dip here, but definitely we have here this is the 100-day moving average on the daily. If we break past this 100-day moving average, I think the next stop for Zen is this red line, which is 5 zeros and a 4, which at this point is totally doable. What would it be? Let's see. What would it be? What would it be? Dates. I don't want dates. Yeah, I want price. So from the bottom, to here, and that's to say you caught this little bottom right here when this shit turned around. Yeah, that's like a 80. Oh wait, no, this shit's backwards. Hold on, we gotta delete this. Negative 84%. You're actually gonna lose money if it pumps. Yeah, it's like around 500% or so, which makes about the right sense. So if you've been in DBXen land, then you know that we got Zen list over here. Then you know that DBXen actually pumped every protocol it was released on, and they all went up 1,000%. Every single protocol DBXen came out on, it supply shocked the shit out of the Zen on chain because the Zenians were burning it like crazy. So it automatically created a rally, which can be seen here because we got to zoom in. Damn, blood. They're like, yo, you can't see this chart. Damn. Auto. Oh, let me go here. Let me go to 4 hour. All right. This is the XEN chart. So right here, these spiky candles here. This is when XEN got DBXen. And then all of this is the reflected DBXen, and it just sold off, and now it caught a floor. It's going back up again. And now I'm bullish on all the other Zens because of DBXen, right? So now that DBXen is come to the ether side of things, all of you motherfuckers are trying to figure out about it now. Everybody's trying to figure out like, how do I get in? How do I move? How do I move? How do I make the best strategy? Blah 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 blah. So since that is now in the ether, y'all are pumping my bags. And we can see here just from the price list, like I was saying, AVEX is the closest in price to Zen on ETH, and that's because of the supply shock. Even though it has the least liquidity out of all of them, and what I mean by that is like you'll see Matic has 10K, BZen has Binance Chain has 7K, Cosmos has 7K, and even Ethereum POW wow has over 4K. So there are liquidity pools that have more in them than the AZEN one, but in price wise, because of like I said, the supply shock, AZEN is actually the second best crypto in the ecosystem. And this kind of goes back to that question, right? Where is Zen gonna be in 2024? No one fucking knows, but the the DBXen effect is kind of proving that we are officially moving into the this shit is scarce and it's getting really hard to get, and the only people that are getting it are people minting, and like I said, not a lot of people are minting. I can't wait to see these at 100,000 wallets a day. I think that's what we're gonna get to. We're gonna see a world where every day there's 100,000 wallets being printed. Normal, like that's the floor, and then maybe a day there's 200, and like I said, it's on an S curve, so the amount of wallets minting should actually increase over time because of how hard it is to get Zen. Man, we are so fucking early, y'all. Like, it's ridiculous how early we are. And I probably need to shut the fuck up and dip now because I'm giving away too much fucking alpha. So we out of here. We're fucking out of here, dude, because I could keep going on and on. Follow me on Twitter. I do a lot of tweets about Zen and about my logic in Zen and where I see Zen hopefully going in weeks. And I will be back tomorrow with a daily update of what I got going on in the Zen ecosystem. And maybe I'll find some gems. I'll throw them out there. Like the gem right now. Maybe somebody bought this already. Let's see, let's refresh. Maybe somebody bought it, but the staking gem is a gem. And I'm gonna restart my computer next time too, so that I'm not so fucking glitchy. But yo, shout outs to Thane. What up, Thane? You know what I'm saying? Do you? I'm just trying to see if there's any questions before I get up out of here. How much cheaper are those NFTs on the open market? Well, so whenever you buy, that's a good question, Kariga. whenever you buy an NFT, you always have to factor in the gas. So they can be more expensive than just minting it on Sin.network. But the main thing I think now is that we have some metric attributes that you might want to pay attention to so you can get an advantage. Some of those attributes being EEA. Now that the EEA is no longer available, that's an attribute you can use to amplify your rewards on the open market. So if I go to blur, it's already there. We'll let that load up real quick because this shit ain't loading. Fuck 'em. Um, but like, this also gives an opportunity for those that have minted already. Maybe there's some value for your xNFT. If you need some extra ETH, you can put it on the open market because, like I said, there's no more EAA. So if you've been making xNFTs since the beginning, you're gonna have at least a 2.6 EEA on those, and people will definitely be looking for that shit. That's why the floor, if you see here, the floor has risen in the last 7 days on xNFTs because people are one getting ready for Moon Party, which I did not even talk about. So there's so much to talk about. And two, people were realizing probably, oh shit, EAA is going down. So if I really, really, really like here, let's look at this one on the top. Oh, this one was actually made post EAA, so it has 0%. So sorry, buddy. Nothing there. So oh well. We're already in that world, right? The floor has no EAA. So if you have an EAA xNFT, even if it's one VMU, it's actually special. So, oh, look at this. Oh, this one already expired. And watch, okay, watch out for these. Watch out for these ones. So you see this one? It's up for sale. It has a great attribute. Ooh, beautiful. 3% EAA. But you'll see here, it's already matured. March 10th, 2023. So make sure you do vet your NFTs. Do not just go out there and start buying them like a reckless motherfucker, dude. Definitely do some research. Slow down, and make sure you're getting the right thing. Make sure you're buying the right thing. But the floor right now is pretty crazy. Like one VMU. Look at this. I'm trying to find one that's legit. Here's one that's legit. Oh, this one about to end too. Oh, this one about to end. Oh, wait, never mind. 2024. Okay, cool. So you see here now, this one has 1%, and this automatically is more valuable than the one you mint. So you could mint one from here, but like automatically, this one is more valuable because one VMU in this trapped XeNFT is going to get more than anything you mint. So if you're talking about I want more Zen, you're already looking at XeNFTs as your buy market. And this is going to introduce a lot of people to how you buy NFTs and what the NFT market is like, and how not to get wrecked. There's a whole bunch of things. Welcome to the crypto world, bruh. There's a lot of shit going on out here. We're not just trading tokens. We're trapping tokens inside of photos. But yeah, like if I want to check out this as well, the floor is risen on these NFTs. Gotta look into it. Yeah, man. It's kind of wild. I was like, I'm about to dip out, but I didn't dip. You need to stake DXN to get ETH rewards. Yeah, you have to stake your DXN to get the ETH rewards. So if you don't have any DXN in the stake, and also there's a 24-hour cool off. So if you do stake DXN, you won't get rewards for 24 hours from that stake. So realistically, the only way to get the next day rewards is to stake right before the pool, and then you'll get the next day's rewards. But let's say the pool ends and you stake at like 10 p.m. or 10 p.m. The pool's not over. You gotta wait until 10, till the next pool before you see results. So that's why again, it's smarter to always burn if you want daily rewards, because the burn, that's how they save the people burning, is they make sure that if you're buying it on the secondhand market, you have to wait almost like a 48-hour period to really get rewards. To be honest, I would say it's a 48-hour period. Like check back in 2 days, and then you'll start seeing your rewards accumulating normally. Now, if you don't want to have a 2-day check back, just simply burn some fucking Zen, buy some Zen, burn that shit, and then just call it a day. And then that goes right back to what I'm talking about. Price mid May, man. Who fucking knows? It's just gonna be crazy, dude. It's gonna be a wild world from the Forever Down coin. xeNFTs are harder to find at a good deal now. That's a fact. Best bet is to do wrapped ETH offers and not buy the sticker price. Hey, Tad, you're advanced, man. These people, they don't know about bidding yet. But yeah, you can bid on you can bid on NFTs, and try to maybe somebody will FOMO out. So right now the top bid is zero point 0.1. So you could go out right now actually and just sell your NFT for point 0.1, 0.1. It looks like some people are buying that shit right now. Do you think xeNFTs requiring burn will pay off? Like, is it worth getting an Apex over a collector? You need to increase your microphone. Oh, okay. I hear you. But you know, xeNFTs are more, uh, like, how do you say this? Every burn has a reason. And the burn of xeNFTs is apexes will always have more value than anything else. And limiteds will always have more value than anything else. Now, to create these things are to say that you're like a Xenian and you want an artifact for the future. Or if you're a Xenian and you understand that other Xenians will want these future artifacts because you brought it into existence. So that's the catch 22 of minting as NFT. If you're not into NFTs or into trading cards or into collectibles, it might be a little bit harder for you to grasp it. But if you are in those areas of collecting and trading, Apex and Limiteds are those are your trading cards in NFT world. Collectors are nothing more than batch minters. So when you make a collector and a NFT, you're batch minting more Zen, and that goes back to what I was talking about, where we know that the game now is how much Zen you're going to be getting. So if I know that I'm not going to get much Zen with one wallet, I'm going to want to get two wallets. And then if I know I want even more Zen, probably gonna want to get five wallets. And then if I know I want even more Zen, might want to get yourself 50 wallets. And so on and so on. Not financial advice, but you can see it's a significant difference in the amount of Zen you're going to receive if you find yourself getting more VMUs. And that's the difference between NFTs when it comes to apexes and collectors. Collector is a batch mint, and apex is a collectible. These two should probably be changed in theory, but in English, it is true. You collect this shit. Like you want to collect some NFTs, make them with the batch mint concept. But if you want like the top notch, the best one possible to get, you're going to want to get yourself an Apex because it's going to hold more value post claim. Because once these collectors are claimed, they just collect in your wallet. But these Apexes and these limiteds, once these are collected, or excuse me, once you collect the Zen out of these, the card itself still has collectible value. And that can go, I can go on and on and on about this shit, man. Straight up, dude, I can go on and on. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, man, I'm gonna sign out now. If you like the song in the background, please scan the QR code in this slide here. This is an NFT that I've made just in the background. You know what I'm saying? I make music and stuff like that. So sometimes I post NFTs up for you to own the song. And if you own it, I'll send it to you in a full blown wave and MP3 version so that you can have that crystal clear bump in your whip when you're listening to some crypto bro tunes. But yeah, man, thanks to everybody that's pulled up to the stream today. I've been fucking going on and on for about an hour. I didn't really want it to be this long, but if you found a lot of great content out of this, please like and subscribe, as well as in the beginning of this video, if you're just jumping in now, I actually did the theory of DBXen in relation to Zen and compared the two before I kind of went into like why I think DBXen is on fire and why it's gonna fucking change everything that we've ever thought about. So if you definitely want to get the core value of the video, please rewind to the first like 20 minutes of this. I really break it down between white paper and DBXen functionalities and how those two intertwine to create the DXen token. So it's a little bit more black and white than like, yo, throw your ETH and your Zen into a pool and get a next token, you feel me? Like, or another token, you feel me? Like, I broke that shit down. So rewind and look into it. But yo, we signing out. Peace out.